Cashew nuts production in West Africa increased by 5.4% last year with a total volume of 2.6 million tons. It must be said that the cultivation of cashew trees is particularly popular in the region, with star-producing countries such as Côte d'Ivoire, which represents 44% of Western African production, but also Nigeria and Guinea-Bissau. Something to envy their neighbours. In Guinea-Conakry, there's a rush towards this lucrative sector, which already supports 50,000 people and is moving towards local processing. A report by journalist Sayon Kourma. From mining to agriculture, an unthinkable reconversion for this graduate of the Guinean Institute of Mines. Despite studying geomining 30 years ago, Mohammed never worked in the mining industry. And although Guinea has the largest bauxite reserves in the world, he preferred to focus on rice cultivation before discovering a sector considered to be a future driver for the national economy: cashew cultivation.
By the way, the mining engineer is called a destroyer, but the farmer is a land rehabilitator. After mining, we need to regenerate the land. Cashew is best suited for this. Today we have almost 30 hectares that have reached this maturity. And I'm not alone. Like me, we're now close to 650 people in the Farana region.
This sector is expanding rapidly in Guinea. 60% of the country's 33 prefectures now produce cashew nuts. This sector employs more than 60,000 producers, particularly in Bokeh, northwest of the country, as well as the Savannah region in Kankan. Among them is a trader who has also decided to diversify his agricultural production. Fodé has profited from the lucrative cashew nut market for 2 decades.
I have been working in this sector for about 20 years, but it was in 2017 that I took the initiative to plant cashew nuts. I saw the potential of cashew nuts for a long time, as they can provide us decent living. I thought, as I am a buyer, why not plant at the same time? Last year, each hectare produced 2 tons. So on around 10 hectares, it can go up to 20 tons. For years I was trading, but I didn't see the potential of these 20 tons.
In Guinea, annual cashew nut production is estimated at nearly 200,000 tons per season, and a ton of cashew nuts is sold for around $1,000 compared to only $30 to $40 for a ton of alumina. And Bokeh, where there are about 10 mining companies, remains the cashew nut production region by excellence. Guinea has embarked on an industrialization phase to create added value and avoid raw cashew exports. Here, the FAO, the Food and Agricultural Organization, is supporting the country in the construction of this processing unit.
We have problems selling our products. For example, if you take this year, we have had a lot of difficulties with the transfer and marketing for 10 years. Now, if we have this unit, it will allow us to shell and sell the finished product both locally and for export. And we can produce 800 kilos per day here in this unit.
The construction of this processing unit comes 4 years after the first industrial cashew processing plant was put into operation in Kankan, the country's second-largest city. The unit has a processing capacity of 10,000 tons of raw material per year. The products are destined for the world market.
And our products are really appreciated in Vietnam, India, China, the United States, just about everywhere in the world. You see, these are finished products that are there. And what makes Guinea proud on a national and international scale is, you see, this quality, WW210. It is one of the most expensive grades, the most expensive on an international scale. And Guinea has it. This is the first quality sought by customers.
These cashew nuts are an important source of revenue for Guinea. Over the last 3 years, the country's exports are estimated at 200,000 tons. This figure could increase thanks to the policy put in place by the Guinean state. but the authorities in Conakry want to focus on local processing.
Because the challenge is not to export the product and earn more money, but to process it locally. For this transformation to succeed, we must be able to regroup people in cooperatives, allowing us to make money, to develop partnerships to support these actors better. And this is how we can fight against poverty, for example, by helping women in the fields work better, supporting them better, and providing them with better tools.
Guinea has big ambitions as one of the top 7 cashew nut producers in the sub-region to get its share of the cake on a juicy world market, and why not, to compete with the regional leader. Côte d'Ivoire is at least the dream cherished in Conakry.
In the implementation plan of interprofessionals, it is foreseen that resource centers will be set up. Resource and research centers in each region that will, in principle, specialize in the development of the sector, in cultivation techniques, preservation techniques, and processing techniques to create more added value at the local level, and increase the productivity of Guinea and rank our country among the largest cashew-producing nations.
For Guinea to shine among the great nations and enable the country to market its cashew kernels on the African market, there is still room for progress. As for the time being, Guinean products are not exported to the rest of Africa and cannot benefit from the free trade agreement. This is why the 16th edition of the African Cashew Alliance's annual conference held this year in Abuja, Nigeria, recommended that marketing plans should be developed. The aim is to strengthen the commercialization of the African cashew industry. The continent now produces about 60% of the world's raw cashew nuts.